while since I've been live. Let me see if I can set this up right. No changes. Okay. Don't have my stand on me. That's fine. What's up, everybody? Whew. What's up, Bolthead? Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video to say to everyone who's been sharing the videos on my channel, thank you so much. I know there's been a handful of people who've been asking me for permission to use my footage, and I've addressed this plenty of times beforehand, that I do not mind if you use my footage. You don't have to ask me for permission. The only thing I ask is if you include a link to a link or a donation bar to thorn.org, right? But I just want to go ahead and say thank you guys for everyone who's shared the video so far. I'm not asking you right now to add on there, but going forward, if you're thinking about using my footage, that is something that I would enjoy that you do. It would really help to what I'm trying to have, money go towards. As many people who do know, I don't get paid for my YouTube channel. It's pretty much just free interactions. I stopped trying to get money off of YouTube, I think probably 5, maybe 6 years ago, after realizing how many views you have to get just to get a couple hundred, and it's not worth it, in my opinion. The baby girl, she's doing great. I just left her in the house right now to listen to some Baby Shark with her mother, so she's doing great. Everyone's doing good. We're all above the dirt. I just had to get some exercise right now. And as you all know, we do often carry. So this is also a security purpose video. But I did want to say to everyone who shared the video, who's included it in their compilations, whether it's for me or against me, talk mess about me or whatever. Hey, thank you. Pistol grip pump. Right. So I'm just walking around in my neighborhood, just enjoying the day. But oh Lord, I've never seen this. I was walking through. I thought someone's gate was open. I was like, man, that's weird they got it on the outside, but no, it's just a little pipe. That's that's something different. I've never seen that. As often as I walk around here. But yeah, that's the thing. If you guys are ever wondering if you want to share the video, any of the videos, any of them, most of them you'll see that I have a fundraiser on them that goes to thorn.org. 3 years ago on Facebook, I managed to raise $300 for them over the year. That was a big thing for me, right? And that was across multiple channels. So any cent, any dollar, whatever, helps me with what I'm trying to do with this channel at this time, which again is just document my days. There's There's a little hawk right now flying around. I don't know if it's a hawk or falcon, one of the two. It's a very small one, but they're hunting right now. I would zoom in on it, but it's in the sunlight, and that's not going to be captured. But, you know, we're just enjoying our day, walking around. The goal isn't to have interactions, as y'all know, but if interactions happen, then we will handle them accordingly. I want to thank James Freeman, for one, for following up on the South Lake situation and getting all the information before he shared the video. Thank you, James Freeman. Yes, JV, I do agree. And Quentin, I'm not a brave man, I'm just a foolish one. Walking around while black, you know that's a crime. You know, only us coloreds understand. I say that jokingly, guys. Please just understand. I like to joke about racial shit. So, don't take anything I say anytime it's racially as like, you know, a legitimate thing. It's a joke. Okay? And it looks like they're doing some construction here. So, he just stood in the middle of the walkway looking at me, just staring at me. Well, don't mess with Texas. Here's the thing now is I simply just enjoy my life, man. I enjoy my life, and a lot of people assume, based off of my videos, that I am an auditor. And I want people to do this now. If you are an auditor, hey, accept it all you want. It's all good. You know, accept it all you want. You know, I'm just a man who likes to do photography, and for the last 8 years I've been getting police interactions off of photography alone. I don't even go to police stations, and I managed to get police interactions. And I think it's the fact that I just refuse to back down from people's ignorance and their arrogance of trying to tell somebody, a free citizen, what to do. I'm breaking Homeland Security rules. Man, I look like the fucking silhouette from NBA Jams or some shit like that shit. Like a secret character right now. But, yeah, it's unwanted police interactions, right? Or unwanted directives from individuals in the community. But there's also a follow-up. James Freeman actually reached out to me. He asked me, said, "Hey man, I got some questions about that stop with South Lake that you had." I informed him of all the interactions I had with him. I informed him of the outcome of the lawsuit. I informed him of everything. He's taken everything into consideration and made a well laid out video explaining in great detail everything that happens and how I believe South Lake is incompetent at their job. And another thing that he's done is, sorry, I'm just watching out for traffic. Another thing that he has done is, what's this? I need to figure out who's putting these on. Let's see. Forget about COVID, tyranny, inflation, and crime. New thing is Ukraine, and they got the meme, the NBC meme. I love it. There's some activists around here. I don't know who he is, but he loves posting that on like different signs on that same sign. Every time I come around here, I laugh at it. How many years does he have on the job? I have no idea. I haven't even kept up with him. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, like I said, when the interaction first happened, I was very how do you say? I wanted more like revenge, right? But then like over the years, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get paid off of this, right? And request certain things to be done. Was I hurt in the situation? No. Was I damaged? No. Was I arrested? Technically, by law, no. Who's missing? Someone's messaging me. Let me reply. She ate her lunch. There we go. Had to message the missus. Let her know that the baby ate her lunch, not her dinner. PTSD is real. You know what? That's what it was. But ever since then, in my car, I don't have it on me right now, but I'm periodically what I do is I'll carry around that little info card, and what it reads is, "Officer, if I am being detained, let me know. If I am free to go, let me know. If you have confirmed that I am being detained, please let me know what for. At this time, if I am being detained, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right, or my Fifth and Sixth Amendment right, to silence and to have a lawyer present. And if you are placing me under arrest, you know, I will refuse to identify unless if I am under lawful arrest at this time, per 3802, and then it has a penal code. So there are times where I had to use it, and I used it effectively by not saying anything, handing them the card, and if they ask you a question, point back to the card. And don't mess with Texas. I'll tell you a reason why I tell a lot of people to take the money. Take the money, right? Now, there was a situation, I think in California, where a man was sitting down outside of his apartment complex, or, you know, someplace, and an officer said, "Oh, you're interfering," and decided to grab him while he was seated down, slam him to the ground, grab his stuff, you know, punch him a couple times, and then put him in handcuffs and arrest the man for quote-unquote interfering. And recently, I believe it was this year, he finally went to court for it, and a jury of his peers, I'm going to do a little air quotes right there, a jury of his peers found the officer not guilty of any crime, even though the man did nothing wrong, right? The man did nothing wrong. He was found not guilty, meaning there, in my opinion, he got nothing for it. He went to court for 2 years, for 2 whole years, right? He fought the system and got nothing. So therefore, if you take the settlement, I don't blame you. Take that settlement and find out what you agree with. All right, I'll take that, right? Hopefully they learn from it. Now the thing is, I'd rather go ahead and take the settlement and then someone else go over there and interact with the police and find out, oh, it's the same officer. He's still fucking up. Well, now he's already been put on notice that what he did was wrong, right? Let's get him for even more money, right? Get him for as much money as you can. Yeah, it'll make you angry, but just come to accept it. Don't try and go for the unicorn fucking shit, because again, getting an officer fired, it will take an act of God. Right? It's just so much that you have to do in order to get an officer fired. For one, they have to have more than, one complaint, more than one lawsuit, more than, whatever going on. And complaints mean nothing if you do not follow through with them. It can. It can. Take the money if you feel comfortable with that. But if you're willing to fight for it, be willing to have nothing gained, right? Be willing to have nothing gained and everything lost. So your rights violated, and then it gets down to the jury and you fight for years, right? These things can go on for years. You can fight for years. Just to have a jury of your peers say, no, the cop is innocent. And that's what usually happens. A jury of your peers will say, well, I don't like the way you were talking to an officer. All right, listen, the call that Freeman made me laugh the hardest, because not only did he was looking to get some information, right? Legitimate information about how their spending is. And the funny thing is that he actually managed to get Blas Hernandez himself on the line. That had me dying inside laughing, right? Just the irony of that happening is just magnifique. Because till this day, I still see, I see Southlake as incompetent, and they'll forever be incompetent in my eyes, right? There's nothing that can ever change my mind. The only person who I would say is probably the least incompetent were the last, two officers that I met from there in G Music, right? Even though, he knew what was going on after he talked with the officer, but he knew for a fact that Blas fucked up. But the main thing that helped with my court case is that Officer G Music put a complaint in on Officer Hernandez and said, nah, he really fucked up. He bit the bullet. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing is, we're not going to make a change in the community to an impact where officers don't fuck up so much. No. High dog. Complaints, you're technically right, but also you're a little bit wrong. We need more people to complain. Right? We need more people to complain. Complaints will get you nowhere if it's just a single complaint. Literally, most of the complaints that I had on that we pulled from Officer Blas Hernandez was probably like one where they described what I would consider a civil rights violation, but they said, we're not going to continue with it. Right? Or they didn't have any evidence of it. So it's like, okay, in my situation, I always have video camera footage going on somewhere whenever, especially when I'm carrying my piece, right? But with that situation, there's who was that? What's up, funny guy? There's more complaints that need to be filed. So there's been other complaints that we looked up where they're like, oh, there was no wrongdoing found here. There was no wrongdoing found here. There was no wrongdoing found here. But mine was the only one that was like, yeah, there was definitely wrongdoing found there because it was on video camera. They couldn't deny it. You know? But there's been several complaints about his incompetence. And some of them came from other officers, like supervisors, saying he kind of fucked up on this thing. He should have done this instead of that. Those don't really count. We need more citizens to understand when their rights are being violated and to put in those complaints. If you do that, then you might see a difference. But one guy, myself, that's not going to change it. One guy himself is not going to change it. One guy complaining about an officer, it's not going to happen. He was very sure of himself, but like I said, I got my water paid for, and that's what I wanted. I wanted my water paid for. Yeah, please, if you ever get in a situation, file a complaint. File a complaint if you really believe it was a violation of your rights at any point in time. File a complaint. Because those are the officers you really don't want on the field. But again, you're going to be fighting an uphill, I mean like a very steep fucking hill, uphill battle with weighted, vest on all the way up. Because until everyone started making these complaints and the department's actually to notice, look, this guy's got 12 complaints. This guy's got 14 lawsuits. I don't even know how that shit makes sense. He cost us at least $3 million. Oh my gosh. We got to do something about it. Does he need more training? Oh, look, he's already been retrained at least 12 times. Nah, he need to go. That buddy need to go. He cutting into our bonuses. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's gotten away with a lot of stuff. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. We can't fight every fight. But I can fight every fight that I can fight any experience I've been in. Right? I can argue for someone else's fight that it's a violation and that officer should be fired. But like I said, there's very little to you can do to try and get an officer fired, and it's not worth my my time and effort to try and keep on doing that. Well, luckily he hasn't gone to a new department. He's still at South Lake, and that's what usually does happen. Though you're right. And JV, I don't know if you heard me earlier. I will accept being called an auditor, but I'm not an auditor. I'm just a photographer. All right, I just go out, blog through the day, and I think more people should go ahead and say they are just photographers. And you're not an auditor, you're a photographer. You're not an auditor until a police interaction happens and your rights are being violated and you stick up for yourself, in my opinion. Right? Because that's what they're going to label you as. They're going to try and label you as somebody who's problematic. Right? I got you. It's all good. And I'm not taking any offense. I'm just saying, I am a photographer. I walk around, I do photography as my hobby. And I appreciate James for actually putting that in his video. He explained, hey, he's been out with me before. And he knows for a fact, I'm not an auditor. I'm not an auditor. You know, that's the label I've been placed because I stick up for myself. And it doesn't bother me, but I like to make a correction. Hey, before you try and label me as somebody here, that's not me. I do not have a job that says auditor, right? I don't get paid for it. I literally go around and take photos and walk around with my with my pistol peed out. But other than that, I am not an auditor. I appreciate the compliments. I even appreciate the criticism too. It makes me more how do you say I can't think of the word right now. It makes my skin a little bit tougher to these harsh comments that people leave just because you stick up for yourself. And you won't believe how many racist people, and I leave the comments in there. I never deleted a comment in my life. However, I laugh at it this time. How many people leave so many racist comments and say a whole bunch of other stuff in there. Wow, man. Like, it's gone to the point where even they'll leave racist comments or such comments and think that I'm deleting them. However, YouTube picks up on the algorithm and picks up on what you're saying. It says, hey, we're going to hide that message. That's kind of fucked up what you're saying. I might do that. I always said, I told my wife I'm going to go ahead and open up an OnlyFans. I'm going to open up an OnlyFans, guys, and put all the photos I take out in the public on the OnlyFans. So that way y'all can, if y'all want, you got a reason to justify having the OnlyFans. There you go. Your wife's like, hey, why you got an OnlyFans? Excuse me. You be like, look, I'm subscribed to my favorite YouTuber here. He has no nudies on there. He just shows his photography. He's great. You want to leave a tip? Awesome. While in the background, you got like 14 different subscriptions. I know how you are. Yeah, it's all good. Home staging. Ooh, there's sun right in my eyes. Okay, here's a real estate agent. I always tell people this here every time I walk by one of these signs. I was like, everybody keeps calling about, suspicious activity or whatever. I said, this does not look like me. I don't have the hat. One, he's a little bit brighter in the face, Yeah, that's a very good thing. What I usually do, I stopped doing this. I recorded one time when I went out and I was handing out waters to the homeless, handing out a bunch of waters. I think like the most we handed out was probably like 200 in a day. But I went to downtown Dallas and I was like, hey guys, any donations, y'all leave. And I stopped doing it. But not donating the waters, but recording this is because last time I was out there, a fight broke out while I was recording. And I was like, yo, we don't need that, man. Like, shit. And then I kind of felt like, what's the presence of the camera, what caused that? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And I don't think it did. But then also, like, when I went to go hand out waters to someone else, he's like, nah, man, we don't need that bullshit over here. I was like, look, I'm not doing any bullshit. I'm just handing out waters, Oh, yeah, I need water. Yeah. In San Antonio, I got family down in San Antonio. I might make a trip down there, but like I said, I might take some photos down there. I gotta make a trip down there anyway. Down near Bernie, Texas. Yeah, we got some family down there. San Antonio, Bernie, and Comfort. But yeah, we haven't haven't been to San Antonio in probably like shit, like 7 years. Steel Street, I'm like, honestly, like, if I was to lie and tell you I'm not scared for my life whenever a cop comes around, right? I'd be lying. I'd be hella lying, right? There are certain situations where you're like, oh, I might die today, right? Because one, the media does put that out there. Two, it happens on the daily of us witnessing a cop killing someone and then them getting away with it. And say, oh, well, he should have been on his knees, or you should have started sucking the cop's dick before he even asked. Like, Jesus Christ. And that's like, literally, I'm exaggerating here, but also that's how some people really think. They're like, man, how dare he ask a cop questions about his detainment? He should just get on his knees and fillet that officer. And then be like, I swear to God, if I was in his shoes, I'd just start filleting him right now. But that's how some people think. And it's very sad. It's very sad. But I also realized, like, I did have a, what is it? My attitude has changed over the years, right? Over the years. I do get mad, and sometimes I do get loud. Sometimes I do, start cussing out and just say a bunch of random shit. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Yeah, fuck you off, dude. But now I realize there's a remedy to these offenses, right? There's a remedy to these offenses, and it is, in my opinion, a successful remedy. So, I don't know what this guy's doing, but hopefully he's just stopping. But once you find out about those remedies, you can actually get justice for interactions with others. You can actually get, compensation for your injustice that happened to you. I'm just being careful. I seen that guy park up next to me. So, you never know. His car might just have overheated, but if you ever take your license to carry class, they tell you to always be alert. Be at a yellow, not at a green, not at a red. Yellow status. Lukewarm. At the ready. At least that's what they tell you in Texas. Just be ready to pull it. Now, I know this area is a very cop-friendly area, because technically we just walked from going across the street over there, was going from Watauga to Keller, right? We just switched over cities, technically, within like 10 steps. But Keller's a very blue city. They love their police. Matter of fact, there was a video a few years back of a man recording his son being pulled over by the cops. And when the cops saw the man recording, they decided to detain the man and arrest him. And then I believe they arrested his son as well in the car. Y'all can look it up, Keller police video. They then arrested him, and it was the fastest turnaround I ever heard in my life. But they sued Keller pretty quick. Yeah, back the blue till it happens to you. They sued the police pretty quick and came out with a nice multi-$1,000 settlement. And even on like, because I download the Nextdoor app to see like how many people are always tripping over bullshit, because it makes me laugh. However, like everyone's like, oh my god, they're just arguing with the cops, they're just trying to cause issues, because he sat there and recorded the interaction, right, between his son and the police. And the excuses that people are making for the police officers are just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Which one? For the Keller department? I don't know if their wife was. I don't know if their wife was, but I do know like it struck a nerve with a lot of the locals. Where's my fishing hat? I don't need no fishing hat. Sun can't bother me. These mosquitoes don't even bother me. I'm intimidating. Don't you know I'm a black man walking? Don't you know? Nothing touches me. Nothing. Wasps, they don't even want to mess with me. You see me? Black man walking, they don't want the smoke. Now I remember what I was going to talk about. Okay. Big outcome. So I remember going live a few days back and talking about how someone called the cops on me for open carrying, right? The same way I'm doing now, and exaggerated the claims, right? They exaggerated. They said I had it unholstered in my hand, waving it around. They said I was approaching their door. And again, I walk on the sidewalk on the side of the street the same way I'm doing now. I don't go to anyone's houses. And I have my body cam going on the whole time, right? And they said I had my gun out. They said a whole bunch of stuff. They said I was approaching their door. They said I was hiding behind it, like in front of their car and stuff like that. That I was causing their family to hide on the other side of the house, ducking behind sofa. And I asked for the phone call. They so far provided me that, but I'm still saving my body cam footage right now, which is why I'm going live today as well. But when I was speaking with James, he informed me. He says, "Oh, there was a law that was passed last year that actually mentioned stuff like that, right?" And I believe it was probably created because of Twitch streamers, right? I believe it was created because of Twitch streamers having to deal with being raided all the time, right? There's a Twitch streamer who's in Texas, and they reported like, oh yeah, my stream got raided, it happened, and da-da. How you doing, brother? You know, and how it's an unsafe condition for people who record. Check out that Afro Samurai car. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. But how it creates an unsafe condition for the photographer or whoever, and how you doing? And it makes it dangerous for the police, citizen. So it's actually already a law to make false claims in that nature, right? To incite false claims to incite a police response. So I forgot what the penal code was, but thanks to James Freeman, he did inform me. He says, yeah, it came out last year, which is why it's not so well known. So the question is, should I already said I wouldn't. I don't even want to press charges on the person, but should I? Should I press charges on that person? Because they did technically violate that statute if those are the claims, according to the incident report. Let's see. That person is dangerous. That person could cause some serious harm to somebody. But when I called the department or asked for the stuff on the department, they said that they're investigating something. I'm assuming they're investigating the claims. So if they're investigating the claims, then that's great. That's great if they're investigating the claims, but I still want to know what's going on. Ooh. We're about to head back. We've been out for about 40 minutes. The sun is huge in Texas. Don't you know the sun in Texas is at least 20 feet closer to Texas than any other part of the world? That's not true. It's a fake. It's a lie. Complete fake fact. But it's true today. It's true today. But it's a good day to be outside, So I had to get some exercise. I had to, start doing some work again. I got a dad bod back, trying to keep like a fit dad bod. Like, we got a six pack, but it's kind of like, shrouded by the dad fat. There's a solar eclipse. Oh man. I need to get a decent camera. JV, but carbs are so delicious, man. They're so good. I literally ate like chicken, was it garlic parmesan, garlic parmesan chicken pasta like all last week, right? It's nothing but carbs. And I had like some Parmesan cheese in there too, and some mozzarella cheese with some sour cream. No, not sour cream. Some what was it? Cream cheese. Yeah. What's up, Alan? It was delicious every single time. Every time I grabbed the bowl, it was delicious. I gotta stop eating like that. I know I'm getting a little chubby in the face. But I would say, like, I've been eating like that for like the last, I don't know, the last 12 years. Because, I was living on my own for a while. And I was like, fuck it, let's get some here that don't cost too much. And I used to weigh like, what, 155, right? I'm in the like 190 to 200 range right now. And I think at my highest I was 220. You're right. Noel, it's not. But it's delicious. Like my mother, she came and visited me and she was like, whoa, whoa, you got big. But it's all good. What's a Surion? What's a Surion? Oh, I guess there's some appliance, something like that. I don't know. So I am going to start eating a little bit healthier though, because what I usually do, other than like the pasta, there's a healthy meal I usually do, which is a chicken, broccoli, and rice, right? So I do chicken, broccoli, and rice, and if I want to add like a little bit of like extra into it, which you shouldn't, you can add some cheese into it, which is so good. I'm gonna start making that, my prep meals, chicken, broccoli, rice, 3 simple ingredients. If you want to add a little bit of extra into it, add some cheese to it. And that's a very good meal to have. What's another good meal? You can have it's not pasta. You can do zucchini pasta, right? And that's where you take like the squash, you take the zucchini, cut it into like pasta noodles, and we take that with some lean chicken breasts, and what sauce did we put on there? There was some sauce that we put on there, but you want to do light sauce, not a lot, because the sauce is where all the fat is. You don't want all that it's not good for you. So you want to do light sauce, or you can even do like some cheese, like light cheese on top of it. That's one of the other ones we made. And when I was in competition. So those are 2 of the chicken meals. Then we have the steak meal, which is pretty much some baked potatoes, or you can even take some I get a medium rare, rare steak, about 12 ounces, with some asparagus, and man, it's good. Yeah, some garlic steak bites if you want. And of course, like, that's when I was in competitions. I don't do competitions anymore. I like to look out of shape but know some shit. But I am thinking about getting back in the gym. I'm probably going to try and go ahead and get in shape and cut out a bunch of carbs. Probably should do that anyway if I'm trying to live to be 120. Yeah. Probably reduce my gray hairs, Be the next One Punch Man. Look, see, I told you, wasps do not mess with me. They just leave me alone. Man. Hey, don't mess with Texas. Hey, you have a good night, man. And, love, peace, chicken grease, man. I hope to see you back anytime soon. Again, I haven't been streaming a lot lately, but that's just because I really don't have much topics to talk about. But hopefully, whenever we're doing our open discussions, whenever I'll start doing that again, hopefully you drop by and you show give out your opinion. But have a good one, brother. Oh yeah. Got a small sweat in today. Awesome. And guys, also check on your YouTube page, see if you are able to go live. Since we did find out about the swatting law, I'm gonna see what they include in there, and if we need to have it revised to include calls such as what happened to me in Plano. However, I do want to make sure that everyone is checking if they have Facebook Live access on their accounts. So therefore, if you ever do get pulled over, you have the ability to go live. They recently changed a lot of the requirements to go live on your account. So, like I said, it doesn't hurt to give it a try. If you're on your phone, hit the plus button on there, go to go live, and see if he'll give you that access. So, or rather, if you are ever being stopped, you have a secondary option. Ooh, they did that on the stain. Whoever stained this wood, look at that. How runny it is. It's all on the ground. I could probably do better than that. Oh no. That was a bad job. But I'm pretty sure it's the best they had at the time. I'm not even going to judge them. It is what it is. Whoops. See? I'll let you guys see what I'm seeing right now. You can see all the people out here, all chilling. And I wish the resolution was as good as I can see, because you see all the faces some people make. Because I'm carrying. You guys know that now. But the strange faces you get from the people who are uneducated about it. This lady's on her phone, not hands-free, in a school zone. It is a wonderful time. That man in that SUV was staring so hard when he saw me. And I think that's where some of the confusion comes in. Is like, all right, are they interested in the fact that I'm walking around with a camera or a gun? One of the two. You never know. So you always have to take it with a grain of salt. You know, that most of these people are just uneducated. Nice Subaru. They ran that light, but that's fine. I'm not gonna snitch. It's not like it's a school zone or anything. But yeah, look at the whole outer side, everything else around. It's a wonderful place. I hear a car. Sounds like it's behind. Yeah, they took a right. But yeah, over here you can see the church over this way. Move my hand. That's the church. I've taken plenty of pictures of that church over there. You see the field over here. The sun is out right now. She doesn't make good pictures for over this way unless, of course, you want to block the sun just a little bit. But over here is the school. There is a church. I believe that's a Jehovah's Witness. They knocked on our door a couple times. We got another church behind us, right there. They have a nice little soccer field over here. And down the way, they got some housing development over here, just right in this little area. It's a lot of nice stuff. I know there's some guy who lives right behind this building here, right? He one day when I was live streaming, talking to the audience, I guess I walked by the up and down the street too many times for my own, exercise and health. While I was live streaming, decided it was appropriate for him to go ahead and take his car, park on the side of the road next to me, to scream at me and tell me, "I don't like what you're doing here, buddy. You've been up and down this road too many fucking times." Rah! And all I did was whatever, fuck off, and just kept walking. And guy done lost his shit. Right? He lost his shit, called the cops, and I only think the cops came out. They were just like, whatever, dude. But yeah, man, there's always an interaction that happens somewhere. Rather people believe you or not, if you're looking for an interaction or not, if you do try and go into quote unquote auditing or photography, expect that some people just don't understand what a camera is, or they have wild imaginations. That's my best advice I can give you. Just try and be a little bit forgiving to them as ignorant people when it comes down to the law, and just let them understand, like, hey, what I'm doing here is perfectly fine. It's nothing that I'm doing that is wrong. I prefer you do not waste the cops' time, as it's a waste of our resources. Because if they come here, you're just going to give them a hard time, right? That's how it should go. If from now on my channel, hey, white privilege, President 46. Oh my God. Oh man, have you been talking this whole time? Because I haven't seen your texts. I know sometimes they block you. I know sometimes they block your messages, so I I always ask if you've been speaking this whole time. Oh yeah, just a helpful note that some people's accounts are being shadow banned, just AKA, right? Just FYI, just for your information. Some of y'all's accounts have been shadow blocked from messaging. So if you are messaging me and it's not coming through, go to my about page. Oh, right. There's another guy who's President 45, and he gets blocked every time he speaks. Sorry. But go to my about page. I have an email in there and say, just leave in the subject line, I believe my, account's being blocked on your page, and I'll go in my profile and I'll make an exception for your profile, right, to unblock you on my page, right? And it's not me doing it; it's YouTube doing it. Okay, what's up, Charlie Dog? Yeah. So just so y'all know, I don't block anyone's speech on my channel, right? Y'all can say whatever you want. Man, I'm just chilling as always. But I'm just showing everybody the area that I live in, the little church around here. And yeah. Oh, I got a message. Oh my gosh. My wife talking about something, Gracie's Corner. I don't know what that is. Uh-oh. I had to watch it later. She sent me a video. But yeah, Charlie Dog, we're just chilling, getting our exercise in. We just walked, I don't know, I'd say about a mile. About a mile. Yeah, about a mile so far. Maybe more, but I'm not really going to say that. Because we looped around this area. We went over here, we went down there, walked down the way, looped around. I'd say it's about a mile. I think that's fair. I think that promotes good, healthy behaviors. Trying to get at least a mile a day, right? There's a snake in my boots. I'm gonna walk across the street whenever we get a chance. It has been a while, and I know I want to do an open discussion, but I don't want to go over the same topics, right? It's one of those situations where I really want someone to come in who disagrees with me. At least 3. Yeah, I want to get someone in there who disagrees with me on some of this stuff. And I've asked people in there, hey, do you agree or disagree? And they say, yeah, I disagree. Yeah, they never join the chat. You know what I mean? And I say, hey, look, I want to understand. And I say, I'm not going to go in there and be like, oh, you're an idiot because you believe this way. No, I never have done that, never will. Right? And I think it needs to happen more often where people would join in and express their views. Because I've had where we had opposing views on each side once, and once I was trying to cuss out the other side and say, oh, well, you're an idiot for thinking this way. I was like, hey, we don't do that. We just simple disagreement. We don't have to call each other names. Let's have this discussion. Let's have it civilly, right? Because when you start calling names, but you'll be my Huckleberry Ken. How you doing? I should probably get back. Let me play this safe here, because let me go back across. Hey Ken, how you been, Ken? You know, I think they messed that up. Let me see. They might have messed that up. We'll figure it out. I don't know which way, if they got these signs right, but yeah, I don't want to go this way. I want to go that way. That's good. That's good. I'm thinking about getting a new setup so I can look into the star, you know. My Nikon is starting to fail on me. And it's been about, what, 7 years since I had that camera? Maybe 8? I don't know. Maybe less. But it's starting to fail on me. The zoom on it is starting to fail. So. I need to get a maintenance kit for it or something, because I need to like make sure that it's not falling off the track. I think what's happening is when I zoom in, I can feel it shift a little bit and rock a little bit in there. Just a very tiny rock, but I know it's gonna fail. And then what happens is the image freezes. When the image freezes, it has to start. I have to start it all the way over. But I felt it shift, and in my opinion, it's kind of like, I think it's like not a gear, but like a belt kind of motion. It felt like a belt was loose. You know what I mean? So when it got loose, I could feel it rock, and then it wouldn't zoom out or zoom in. So I feel like it just needs a little maintenance done on it. Something to make sure that everything's on there tight and ready to go. But every time it happens, it freezes my camera. So it's just a sucky situation. I had to reset it like 5 different times before it started working again, and I was like, okay, now it's working again, and I can zoom in, out, across the whole world from its perspective. But I got to start using my Canon more often, because my Canon does not have a fixed lens, and I think from this experience, I will no longer buy anything with a fixed lens. Anything with a fixed lens is like going to be out of the discussion for me, because shit like that, if it breaks, I feel like it's just broken. But I'm pretty sure there's some alternative, like some type of options I have to fix it. You see that nice little car? But I know tomorrow I'm going to be out taking pictures. I might do some more time lapses. Some hybrid cameras. Okay. I'll look into that. Because a hybrid camera sounds like, something that I could use for sure. I had to look into it. I learn something new every day. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that. That goes for any of y'all. If y'all have something to educate me on, I'm willing to learn. Oh. You see, the P900 has got me like, when I first got it, I was like, man, look at this zoom. I can zoom in all the way to the mountaintops. All the way to the mountaintops, but now it's kind of like a one-trick pony. And, it kind of bums me out that it's only like really good for like zooming in, and having the manual zoom is very odd on it. Someone asked me to shoot a wedding for them, and I was like, I'm not shooting a wedding with this Nikon. It is, it's not that good. It's not that great. It's a meh out of 1 through 10. Right. Yeah, like bridge camera, like I say, it's good for zooming in on something. It's good for you know, something that's very still. It's not really good for on-the-go photos. So shit happens and you can't really get the photos that you want. It does. You know what? It is completely on. Like everything you're saying is completely true. It sucks in low light, and that's why I like my Canon like a lot more. If I was to put them on a scale of 1 to 10, the Nikon, you know, in perfect conditions, right? Perfect conditions in the right setting, I would give it a 7/10. And with the Canon, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Right? Now, after years of use, this would be my initial response, right? After years of use, I would give the Nikon a 6 out of 10 and the Canon a 9 out of 10. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I should just do that. Because that was like a lure to the Nikon P900. Like, look, you can shoot the moon. You can look into outer space. It's so crazy. Like, wow. But yeah, after a while, it's just like the lens starts to fail, the zoom starts to fail. Everything is pretty basic with it, and whenever you try and push its limits, it fails. So yeah, I give the Nikon now a 6 out of 10. And their P1000, the P900 was such a flop after a while. I was like, you know what? I don't even want the P1000. I don't even want that. All right, we've been out for about an hour. I rested for a good 10 to 20 minutes there. We're about to take it home, guys. Oh well, do not test me, because I will get me one. I'll shoot Saturn from here. I will film Saturn from here. I'd be like, oh look, Saturn's out today. What? You can see? Yeah, look here. Ooh. My screen is so hazy right now. But yeah, guys, if you guys do me this favor, make sure that you guys are all protected. Make sure that you're able to go onto your phones, hit live stream, and see if you're able to actually go live. I bet. I need to get something that can like shoot like a whole black hole or something, you know? That's what I want. Okay. Yeah. I like the education. I like it. I am like if y'all didn't hear me earlier, I wasn't joking about the OnlyFans I'm gonna create for my public photography that I do. But also in the future, I'm probably gonna start doing what is it, Bordeaux photos, Bedouin. I can't speak right now, but I was gonna take a class on how to get the photos just right and how to like focus on posing and lighting. Because again, I can take photos of buildings and landscape all day, and I feel like I've gotten used to landscape at this time, and I kind of want to move on to uh, what is it? More models and stuff like that. Sometimes like people who do cosplay, something like that. Take more average photos, but yeah.
Those contracts are all guaranteed when you make the trade.
Mm-mm-mm. We got a Bronco. Yeah, let me get back over here. I didn't want to walk in between someone's conversation, especially when I'm smoking and all. But yeah, Bordeaux, I think is what it is. Bordeaux, however you say it. But yeah, I'm trying to look into more like model photos, something to actually challenge me, other than the nature photos I've been taking. Um, because nature photos are nice. Ooh, around 2K. I don't understand. I want to take some pictures of Saturn and stuff, but man, oh man, I don't got 2K. I'm gonna have to sell a kidney. Oh. Yeah, and I think that's what I want to do is just challenge myself a little bit more. Is to challenge myself a little bit more with my photography and like uh, learning more about how exposure works and try to get used to Saturn will cost me 450. Oh, my kidneys. I can do 450. That's really not that bad. That's like actually pretty decent. But oh yeah, like I was saying is I was going to start up an OnlyFans, guys. I'm dead serious about it. I'm gonna put an OnlyFans link in the description. There's not going to be any nudes or anything. It's just going to be my nature photos. But it gives you an out whenever like your wife or something say, "Hey, why you got OnlyFans? Who are you watching on there?" My buddy UPOS. He has a bunch of nature photos. Check it out. Uh huh. No, look. Think I'm lying? And that way, your other people that you subscribe to, you don't have to know about all that. I had to fully manual it. Okay. I have to get used to it. Because what I'm going to do is, I've done nature photos. I want to do some astronomical photos, right? Astrology photos. And then move on to model photos, right? So um, and try and keep it, at a comfortable pace. And eventually, I'll do wedding events. And I've done a couple wedding events, but I didn't feel comfortable. I was like, I hate it. I was like, what if I miss a good shot? Oh no. Nature photos are nude leaves. uh-uh. Those are the tree's clothes. Yeah, if you're new here, guys, obviously, like, I'll say this a lot of times, we don't expect interaction, and 90% of the time we don't get one. But again, if we do have an interaction, we'll handle it accordingly. So sorry if you came here looking for one. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who did, share the videos, and and tell you, like, hey, you don't have to ask me for permission. I know that people steal them all the time. People steal my video all the time. It's not uncommon. Um, Especially people who say, like, oh, look, here's a frauditor or whatever. But as I say, I'm not an auditor. I'm just one of those who often gets in contact with the police, and sticks up for himself. But my only request is that if you do share my video, to at least put a link to Thorn.org, all right, or a donation bar to Thorn.org. That way, you can still make monetization off of the video, right? You're still monetized. Two, it gives your audience an option to donate to a cause that I believe is a very good cause. And, the most you have to do is just say, all right, I posted it, Well, let me get away from this car. I don't want to be behind it. I don't know if they're trying to back out or if they're waiting for me. Yeah. Them demon dolls, man. I swear they're trying to curse my truck, man. The other day, the catalytic converter kind of went out on it. It's been kind of bad, so I had to get like some catalytic converter cleaner, run it through, clear the code, and everything like that. But I was looking at the job alone. Oh my god! If that catalytic converter goes out again, I have to run the cleaner in it quarterly. Someone's messaging me. Yeah, I gotta run it quarterly. Otherwise, there's a chance the catalytic converter can get clogged again and run a bad code. But I looked at the price for getting that that catalytic converter change. It worked myself. The parts alone are going to cost me up to $9,000, or not 9,000, up to $1,100. Right now, if I have a mechanic do it, it's about a $3,000 job, like up to a $3,000 job. I'm not spending $3,000 on some work, so I'll be underneath my car again anytime soon. But yeah, I think those demon dolls are trying to work on that truck right now. think they're messing with buttons and stuff. Ooh. But hopefully I'll find some work with my truck soon. I've been looking for work, which I probably see some work right here. I don't think the state's going to take these tires. Yes, this man. Excuse me, sir. How you doing today?
Good.
Yeah, I noticed this tires and stuff out here. Do you know how long that's been out here?
That's on. I guess they moved.
You guess they moved?
I guess that's all in the trash.
Oh, I don't think the city's going to pick that up. But,
I don't know either. They loaded up their truck today.
yeah. I was going to ask if you may know the owner of the house or whatever, because I run
Most
a...
people were just renting it. I don't know anything they had those size tires that fit on.
Okay. Do you know who happens to own that building?
No, I don't.
No? Okay.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he'll show up in the next few days.
Okay. Yeah, because I run a local business for junk removal.
Yeah.
So I was going to offer them and say, hey, I can get that off for you instead, because I don't think the city's going to take those tires.
Yeah.
And that might actually be fine for the owner. So,
Actually, I don't know where he got those. He don't have a truck. They got those
I think those might just be standard tires, but from this, I don't know, from this side of things, but it might be standard tires.
I
But
can see if there's inner tubes because they went to the lake a lot.
yeah.
But you didn't float around in a tire.
Well, thank you for your time, sir.
All right, you welcome.
You remind me of my Beamer. A lot of trucks, space perfect two
I
seater.
just said. I just replied to you. Why are you calling me? Alright. Well, I guess the people who live there moved out. And they're doing the owner of this place a disservice here because put their stuff out there like that. And I run a local business, which is why y'all usually see me take pictures of like houses that are for sale, houses that realtors have, you know. That's my business. Yeah, did you read my IM to you? I messaged you on your IM. Why are you excited? Why is the no excited? Because I strictly remember texting. I went and messaged your Facebook, but alright, you say I'm lying. Now when I pull up this IM on you, you gonna say I'm lying? What time is it right now? 7:56? So there's no message before 7:56? You're a liar. You are a liar. Don't try and lie to me. I know I messaged you. Because the whole stream saw me do it. Guys, this is my wife, by the way. She likes to try and bully me. She beats me too. She Amber Heards me. Minus the pooping in the bed. And also like the violent tendencies of throwing things at people's fingers and cutting them off. She yells at me. She's the owner of the Demon Dolls. Go take care of that baby. Love you. See how she tried to lie? She beats me. Look at that. Look, angry faces. She beats me. Love you too. Don't beat me. But yeah, guys, I run a local business, and usually whenever y'all see me walking through a neighborhood, and people are like, "What are you doing?" I'm taking pictures of homes that are for sale. I will never come home. Ken, how dare you say I smell like the poops? That's okay. But yeah, I run a local business. I do junk removal, local deliveries around the area. So if it's local delivery that someone needs, I can go ahead and send it their way. If it's junk removal, I can get it out of their way. I say for those tires, I probably say about like $150 to get them out. And all the other junk around it, because people who live there just left a bunch of mess there. But I don't know. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head home, and I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go ahead and dodge the punches my wife throws at me. But love, peace, chicken grease. Don't do drugs, stay in school. I'll see y'all next time.